Okay, this is going to be a short one to the side, where basically we're going to talk about the pilot overhaul mod that I use. One of the things you'll notice on the pilots is that they go up to 60 for the commander. Unfortunately, the commander is not able to be trained. There's no training down here. All the other pilots you get, the ones you hire, you can train. In training, I'll open one of them up. You're trading time and money for a better pilot, which beats the hell out of going around searching for them all over the place and spending to hire new ones. Note this is going to cost me 52 days or 52K for 41 days of training to elicit his full potential, or whichever it was. Gunner Thompson already has a bug. We're going to train that out of him 56 days.
Great to be on board, Commander.
I'm sorry,
Let's
yeah,
fill
56
some
days.
bags.
And Delia already has a bug. We'll take that out of her as well. That's going to be expensive. It's the way it happens. Now, what I need to do, because Commander cannot be trained, is go the hell up here and hire me one. I got nobody I can hire. So I'm stuck with the Commander for a while. And I say it that way because that's the way it really is. You're stuck with. Notice these guys are now regular. They've actually gotten some training and gotten better. They were green. Okay. What I'm going to do is skip along the star map to. We'll go down to Gunsburg just to see what they got for a hero mech. Excuse me, got a cough. I just had surgery last week and I've still got a very, very messed up throat from the tube they stick down. Don't worry about the surgery, getting better. Gunsburg, capital of the Free Rossahag Republic. During later gameplay, this urban mech that they have as the hero is the K9. It has a wonderful, sweet little package for a price of 4 million C-bills, 4.6 million C-bills. You get 8 double heat sinks and an engine double heat sink. An engine double heat sink you put in, it's got a slot for it in yet another mech lab. What that essentially does is every mech has 10 single heat sinks within its engine core. When you put in the engine double heat sinks, it does not require you to have double heat sinks in your engine. What it does is it allows you to have 20 points worth of heat sinking in the engine alone. So it doubles quite literally all of your heat sinks. That's a very valuable thing to have, and you can usually find it in stores for about 200K. Whereas double heat sinks can be found both at stores in some parts of the game, as well as on the field for salvage. But you have to be aware that because salvage is listed by value, the double heatsink laying around on the battlefield will take 3 shares to get, but will only be valued at 12K. So it's at the bottom of the list. You have to know to go look. That's actually a pretty good mech, by the way, except for the fact that it's a garbage can and it's very, very slow. I've only got 3.3, and there's nothing here I want to buy. Just junk at this point. I don't normally buy mechs until I've got at least $7-8 million and I'm level 5, so I'm allowed to have some. Pilot hires, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Tom Cruise, what do you think? Look at this guy. I got a 3751. He's going to become our new commander.
I'll take care of it.
Yep. No negatives, 3. Good to go. Hiring. Got to check for the negatives when you're looking for these guys. That took up 200K of my money. I don't like using my money for new pilots. This guy might be okay. We'll go back to the pilot roster. We'll take our new guy. Look at this guy, isn't he pretty? I don't have blue eyes. Ooh, burnout. Okay, we're gonna make him Commander Rittenauer. And we're going to make it so when it shows up on the screen as we're playing, it shows it's me. He will now be my pilot. Don't really care what his voice is or his call sign because as a commander, he won't be saying anything. This is screen 9, me. That's about closest to what I look like. So there you go.
My combat skills are meant to impress,
When I say
sir.
he will now become my commander, that is exactly what I mean. He will be in slot 1 from now on when I'm dropping. Karina, what
You
an
have made the
ugly...
right choice, Commander. You
Why
wouldn't
would
want me
anybody
as
want
an
to go with that and
adversary.
leave it there? There's so many better ones. Karina, sounds like a Russian name. That'll do. And we'll leave everything else the same.
Let's get a move on. Time is money and we're wasting both.
Gunner. And yeah, I do this every time I play.
Great to be on board, Commander. Let's fill some body bags.
This is a Norwegian kind of name, so we'll go with a blonde. It helps to be visually reminded of what's going on. Blonde enough and firm. And there we have it.
Burnout here.
Our new crew. That, in a nutshell, is Pilot Overhaul. At the higher levels, it gets a whole lot different. But here we go. Right now, I'm getting ready to waste 71 more days. So, pull up Commander Rittenauer, and we got nothing within that time frame. I really don't want to sit and wait too much longer because it's just spending money. And he's already pretty good, well ahead of everybody else. So here we go. That, in a nutshell, is how I use Pilot Overhaul. You'll see it through the game where I go in briefly and change one or two things on one or two pilots at a time. And at some point I'll gain another pilot or two so I can use them and spit them in there to replace one of the guys still doing training. Like right now, I'm good for missions at 43 days in. I don't need to wait for her at 71 because I've got the commander I can slot wherever I would normally slot her. The affinity goes away, and so does the weapons or the mission counts and all that. Like the commander's already been on 2 missions with 25 kills, a 3-to-1 damage ratio, etc., etc., etc. Whereas
You have made the right choice, Commander.
she's been on 2
You
with
wouldn't
0
want me as
kills,
an adversary.
damage ratio.
Let's get a move
Gunner,
on.
2
Time
missions,
is money
5
and we're
kills.
wasting
Ooh.
both.
And
Great to
she
be on
did
board, Commander.
2 missions,
Let's
6
fill
kills.
some body bags.
So at this point, his mission count will no longer be however many missions we actually play, but Commander written hours should be close. Anyway, that's the end of this one, and that's how you use Pilot Overhaul.